Hello everyone. Today we're going to go over quickly how to make these. This is chocolate chip shortbread made into some tasty cookie bars. My wife just recently made these, so we're going to show you step by step the whole process so you can enjoy these as well. Let's get rolling. First, let's gather everything together that we're going to need. We're going to need 2 sticks of butter, 1 cup of chocolate chips, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, an 8-inch square baking dish, or as close as you can make it, some aluminum foil, a mixer, and approximately a teaspoon of shortening. First, let's fully line that baking dish with our aluminum foil. That will work just fine. It's best if your butter is room temperature. In our case, we softened it up in the microwave just a bit. Add both sticks to the mixing bowl, followed by adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Also, we add here the 1 teaspoon of salt. We will then mix this at medium speed for approximately 2 minutes, just to make it nice and creamy. While that's all mixing, it's a good time to start preheating the oven to 350 degrees. Alright, let's check in on our mixer here. That's starting to look really good. I think we can shut this off. Move on to our next step. Here we add the 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. And here we want to mix this in very thoroughly until that powdered sugar is fully integrated, which involves maybe stopping here to scrape it off the bottom and off the beaters to fully integrate that. Alright, looks pretty good there. Now we'll add the first cup of flour and really want to mix this in fully on high and make sure that's fully integrated as well. And then we'll add in the second cup of flour and do the same thing. Mix that in fully. Looks good there. We are getting close now. Here we add a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. Stir that together thoroughly with a rubber spatula, or better yet, get your hands dirty and mix that up very nicely. Then we bring it on over to the baking dish and press that into all the corners and flatten that out nice and evenly up to the edges. And make sure you get every last drop of goodness and press it into that dish. At this point, you want to score it into the sizes that you'll want your final cookie bars to be. That's about right for us here. So the oven should be fully preheated to 350 degrees. We will place that onto the middle rack and bake for the first 20 minutes. When that 20 minutes is up, we will rotate the dish 180 degrees just to make sure it bakes evenly. And then we will go another 20 minutes for a total of 40 minutes of baking. When you've completed the 40 minutes of baking, you can pull it out and place the dish on a cooling rack. And then immediately rescore all the bars following your previous cuts. Now we let the dish sit for 20 minutes to cool down. Now we can remove the foil from the dish and then use a spatula to separate all the bars out individually, placing them on the cooling rack. While those are cooling down fully, we will grab another 1/2 cup of chocolate chips, put them into a bowl, and we can melt those. A handy trick to make the chocolate more runny is to grab about 1 teaspoon of shortening and fully mix that in to the chocolate. Once that is fully mixed together and fully melted, you can grab a Ziploc bag and pour the melted chocolate into that, and then cut away just a small corner, and this serves perfectly well to nice and evenly spread out the chocolate on top of the cookie bars. Just like that. It's also a handy tip to place that used aluminum foil underneath the cooling rack to catch all the extra chocolate. When completed, we can move these over to a serving dish and enjoy. We appreciate you subscribing to our channel and giving us a like if you've enjoyed this content. We'll see you next time.